line, taken by Buddy Leak. He's up to the 20, cuts laterally to the left to the 25, spins, fumbles at the 29, and let's see, recovered. Texas recovers. Buck Lansford got up out of the pile. The man who kicked off. Texas recovered. And also getting up is number 60. It was Don Maroney who made the tackle. Buck Lansford recovered on the 29-yard line of Oklahoma. As Buddy Leak, returning the kickoff from his 9 to the 29, is hit hard. And Texas gets the first break of the ball game, 1st and 10 on the Oklahoma 29. The Sooners, the number 1 team in the country, according to the latest poll. On defense, Delano Womack, left half, blanks out to the right. Charlie Brewer underneath the center, directing Maroney and Quinn behind him. Hands the ball off to the fullback, Don Maroney. Cracks right guard of Oklahoma, no gain. As Billy Pricer, the right linebacker, hits him and drives him back 2 or 3 yards with the help of Edmund Gray, the right tackle. No gain on the play. It is 2nd and 10 for Texas on the Oklahoma 29. As a matter of fact, might have lost half yard. Defensive signals being given by All-American candidate Kirk Ferris. Charlie Brewer directing Womack, Maroney, and Quinn. And now the linebackers move in tight as on a key play. There goes Brewer to the 25, and he's hit and dropped by Buddy Leak, defensive right halfback. A gain of 5. It is 3rd and 5 for Texas on the Oklahoma 24. Let's watch out for a pass with Moon and Schriever at the ends. It is Charlie Brewer underneath the center of the ball, but he gives off to Maroney. Breaks off right tackle to the 19, the 18-yard line. Maroney gets down to the 18 for a first down. Brown and Bollinger make the tackle. A first down for Texas on the Oklahoma 18. And now the Longhorns are on the move. The orange-shirted Longhorns. And now here is Brewer handing off the right halfback, Billy Quinn, on a straight ahead quick opener from the tee down to the 10-yard line. Boy, he drove. He was stopped at about the 14, but he kept driving and got down to about the 10 as Jim Harris, the quarterback, stopped him. It was Buck Lansford and Johnny Tatum, the left tackle and center, who drove through from the line to help open the way. And we'll watch them. They're really keyed up as a result of recovering the opening kickoff fumble. And this time Brewer gives to Maroney. The fullback gets to the 9 as he cracks the left side of the Oklahoma line. Off Oklahoma's left tackle, Don Maroney, the sophomore fullback, 195-pounder. We see Kurt Ferris getting up, and also 67, Don Brown, the left tackle, gets up a little slowly. Bo Bollinger, the left guard for Oklahoma, was in on the play. The ball is on the 9-yard line of Oklahoma, who made the tackle, the right end, and Kurt Burris, the middle linebacker, and Edmund Gray, the right tackle, helped out. First down for Texas on the Oklahoma 7. Oklahoma now braces its defense as Brewer gives to Quinn. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, falls across the 5 to about the 4. Billy Quinn, the right half. And the fumble, and Oklahoma recovers in the pile-off. How about that? It appeared to be Cecil Morris, who recovered the Texas fumble. There was a big pile-up, and Ronnie Gibbs, the referee, got into the bottom and suddenly raised up and signaled fumble and pointed in the direction of Oklahoma. Calvin Woodworth hit the ball carrier, Billy Quinn, shook the ball loose, and it was Cecil Morris who recovered for Oklahoma. 1st and 10 for Oklahoma on their own 5-yard line. And on a quarterback sneak with a marker on the play, Jim Harris, the sophomore quarterback, replacing Gene Callum, straight ahead for about 2 or 3 yards. Oklahoma backfield illegally in motion, a forward motion by one of the backs before the snap of the ball. Buddy Leak, the left half, moved a little too quickly. The option is being discussed with the Texas captains, Meenan Schriever and Howard Moon. And the penalty puts the ball back to the 1-yard line, with Delano Womack and a single safety set up for Texas. The snap from center. The kick has gotten away, a wobbly one. It is coming out to the 35-yard line. Womack has it, gets away from one man to the 30, and is down to the 28-yard line by Edmund Gray, the right tackle for Oklahoma. So the Sooners, Jerry Tubbs helped Gray out. The Sooners, who faced a terrific Texas attack, Texas recovering a fumble, recovered a fumble themselves to stop a Texas drive, and now the Sooners have had to kick off, or rather kick out of danger. But on the punt, Womack returns to the Oklahoma 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Texas at that point, and with a timeout on field, time in now for Kurt Gowdy and his alert analysis on the Oklahoma 28. Charlie Brewer underneath the center. Comes with the ball, fakes back for a pass, throws down and out. He's got his man at the 10, overthrown to Billy Quinn at the 10-yard line. Billy Quinn, the right halfback, had gone straight down, flared out to his right, and then, instead of angling laterally, kept angling downfield over the far side of the field. He had gotten in behind Jim Harris, who plays the deep spot, and Kurt Burris, the middle linebacker, who had drifted back. But the pass is overthrown. Quinn was in the clear. It is 2nd and 10 Texas on the Oklahoma 28. Quinn flanks to the left. Brewer with the ball. Fades for a pass. Throws. And it is knocked down at the 20. Intended for Meenan Schreiber, the right end. Knocked down by Jim Harris, the sophomore quarterback. Kurt, I forgot in the excitement of the moments attendant upon the kickoff whether you remarked about Gene Callum. It is 3rd and 10 for Texas on the Oklahoma 28. Against a 5-man line, a 5-4-2. Brewer pitches back to Womack, who runs to the right, an option pass, he throws. Schreiber has it at the 10 to the 5, and he's down by a beautiful tackle by Buddy Leak. A running pass by the left halfback, and the ball will be spotted on about the 6-yard line as Charlie Brewer, the quarterback, shuttling to his right, pitched back to Delano Womack, the left half, running to his right, and he had the option play of either running with the blockers lining up in front of him or tossing the pass on the run. He flipped to Meenan Schreiber, the right end, who went straight down, cut over his right button hook, caught the ball at about the 10 and went on to about the 6-yard line or so, or 5, roughly in there, and he was shaken up on the tackle by Buddy Leak, and there's a timeout on field. As the long right end, he gets a handoff, goes to Don Maroney straight ahead across the 5 to about the 4 or 3-yard line, piled up by the Oklahoma Sooners, led by Jerry Tubbs, the right linebacker, and Kurt Burris, the middle linebacker, and Max Boydston, the right end. The ball is on the 3-yard line with 8 minutes now, and 45 seconds left in the first quarter, no score. 2nd down and about 3.5 to go for Texas. From a tight tee, the handoff is kept by Brewer. Brewer's across for the touchdown. Keep play, Charlie Brewer, after faking to Womack, going to his left, kept the ball, broke off the right side of the Oklahoma line around right tackle, with Buck Lansford opening the hole, and now Lansford's going to try the point, and Brewer will hold. 6-0 Texas. Waiting the snap from center, the spot, the boot by Lansford, it is good. 7-0 Texas. Coming up in a moment to Buddy Leak at the 6-yard line. He's up to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Gets a block, runs laterally to the 25, and falls forward to the 27 or 8-yard line. Tackled by block in there by Bob Herndon. Helped him out with Meenan Schreiber, the right end for Texas, stopping him. And we'll watch the Sooners now. 1st and 10 to their own 28. Defensive signals being given by Johnny Tatum, Texas center. Jerry Tubbs is in there at fullback for Oklahoma. Jim Harris, sophomore quarterback, directing Leak, Tubbs, and Herndon against the 7-man line. And the pitch back is fumbled. Herndon picks it up. Tries to run, is dropped on the 22-yard line. On a bad pitch job, Herndon recovered for the Sooners. Jim Harris, the sophomore quarterback, on a pitchback intended for the fullback, Jerry Tubbs, who was switched from a center position to the fullback spot. But Herndon, the right half, recovered, and the ball is on the 22. Ben Woodson made the tackle for Texas. It looks like a 7, maybe it's a loose 6, maybe a 7. They scrambled the defenses, and now Harris with the ball. Keeps the ball, tries to get a block. He's at the 20, to the 25, to the 30, and out of bounds at the 33. As he bootlegged that ball beautifully as he rolled out, Cecil Morris, the right guard, pulled out to lead the play, and Kirby Miller, the left guard, drove him out of bounds. Beautiful block in there by Cecil Morris, the right guard, as little Jimmy Harris, the 170-pound quarterback, faked sensationally on the play.
Third down, 5.
And I believe he faked it to Buddy Leak, the left half. And he hit that ball on his hip and then went wide to his left, rolled on out and up the near sideline, and rolled to the 33-yard line, a gain of 11 yards on the play. So it is 3rd and 5 for Oklahoma when time is back in right now, a timeout for Texas. Gene Callum out with a hurt shoulder. Now we'll watch from a tight tee against about a 7-man line. The pitch back goes to Buddy Leak. He cuts through a hole to the 35, 36, 37-yard line on a cutback as he went wide to his right, taking the pitch back. And Buddy Leak was tackled by Buck Lansford and Johnny Tatum, with Bob Herndon throwing a key block in there for Leak. And Jim Harris, the quarterback, blocking after the pitch back, moved that ball to about the 37. They're going to check close to the 38 to see whether or not a first down was picked up. The officials measure, and it's just short by a foot. So Oklahoma now has got to either gamble or kick. It's 4th down, and believe me, when I say a foot, it is just exactly that. Well, almost exactly. Ronnie Gibbs, the referee, held his hands up close together, and Oklahoma apparently is going to try for it on the 37-yard line of Oklahoma. Harris, the quarterback, barking his signals, and he gives off to Herndon. Herndon breaks into the clear to midfield and to the 49-yard line of Texas. Jim Harris handed it off to the right halfback, Bob Herndon. The senior right half broke off the left tackle of Texas. He was finally stopped by Womack and Quinn, and a first down for Oklahoma on the Texas 49. Carl Allison led the play beautifully. And now we'll watch Oklahoma trailing 7-0. Jimmy Harris this time gives to the left half. Leak straight ahead. Gets 2-3 yards, maybe a fumble in there, I don't know. Gibbs goes to the bottom of the pile as the play is stopped on the Texas 47 or 8-yard line. The recovery by Oklahoma of the fumble. And the ball is spotted on the Texas 47-yard line. The gain of 2, 2nd and 8. And the tackle was made by Johnny Tatum and Meenan Schriever. 2nd and 8 for Oklahoma on the Texas 47. 7-0 Texas first quarter, 5.5 minutes to go in the period. Harris this time keeps the ball after faking the fullback, is running, and he's hit and dropped at about the 48-yard line by Howard Moon, the left end. That appeared to be an option play, either the run, the keeper, or pass off of it. But he couldn't find anybody open. So it is 3rd and 8, no gain on the play. 3rd and 8 for Oklahoma on the Texas 47. Now the linebacker moves in. It's a 7-2-2 as they set their defense. And Jimmy Harris now keeps the ball, gives off to Herndon on a slant, and he goes to the 39-yard line. Billy Quinn made the stop. Beautiful faking by Harris as he faked to the fullback. That's a first down for Oklahoma on the Texas 39. He faked to the fullback and handed it off to the right half. Bob Herndon on a counter play as he slanted to his left off the right side of the Texas line. It was Jerry Tubbs who carried the ball down to the 11. A first down for Oklahoma on the Texas 11, 7-0 in favor of Texas. And this time Harris comes back, rolls out, throws a pass, and it is incomplete, intended for Boydston in the end zone. Boydston went down and flared out to the right into the end zone. He was covered by 3 Longhorns, Charlie Brewer among them, and coming over were Delano Womack and Paul Parkinson. I said a moment ago Parkinson was in for Womack. He went in for Quinn on the 11. Oklahoma on the Texas 11, 7-0 Texas. Harris this time a straight ahead handoff to Bob Herndon. The right half goes across the 10 to about the 9. Stopped by Herbert Gray and Ben Woodson, the right tackle and right guard respectively for Texas. And now the Steers are hard pressed. 3rd and 8. And this time Jimmy Harris with the ball. Pitches back to Buddy Leak running wide. He's to the 10. He's up to the 5 and down on the 3 or 2-yard line. Buddy Leak running hard. And it was Buck Lansford and Charlie Brewer who rode him down. Don Maroney was the man instead of Brewer. It was Maroney, number 31, who hit him and brought him down. Brewer is also over on the play, and the ball is on the 3-yard line. Leak went that time without any blockers. And now it's 4th down. The ball's on the 2-yard line between the 2 and the 3. And this is it for Oklahoma. Oklahoma trailing 7-0. 4th down and 2 to go. And the Longhorns have almost an 11-man line, and the ball is given a fumble. Leak picks it up, and he is at the goal line, but didn't get across. He did not get across. He fumbled. Brewer almost intercepted the pitch back from Harris to Leak. He could not intercept. And let's see now. He got close to the first down. They're going to measure to see whether Oklahoma picked up the first down or not, as Leak recovered that fumble and ran with the ball, got down to about the 1, and let's see whether they made it or not. First down, Oklahoma. And now we'll watch as Jimmy Harris, in behind the center, gives the ball off to Leak. He's over for the touchdown. Off to Buddy Leak, the left half, who went straight ahead and plowed over the right side of the Texas line, went through Woodson, Gray, and Schriever on that side. Bo Bollinger, the left guard for Oklahoma, with a great charge, helped pave the way. Allison, Brown, and Bollinger, that side of the Oklahoma line, got the charge against Texas. Now the try for the point. Harris will hold, and Leak will try the point at 7-6 in favor of Texas. 37 seconds to go in the first period. The snap, the spot, the boot. It is good. Tie game, 7-7. Over to Max Smith. A boot goes down to the 11-yard line. Womack has it back up to the 20, the 25 to the 30, the 35 fumbles on the 37. A pile up. Oklahoma recovers. Was hit hard. Fumble the ball, and Oklahoma recovers the fumble on the 36-yard line of Texas. How about that?
Ball on the 36.
Time, just a moment. A whistle out. The corner has just come to an end with that play. And there is he's hit back in the 50-yard line by 4 Texans, with Meenan Schriever, the right end, dropping Pat O'Neill back at the midfield stripe. He faded back after faking beautifully, kept the ball, went back to try and throw a pass. Receivers flooding downfield, but 4 Texans. Meenan Schriever, Alan Ernst, who's now in at an end, were the 2 of them, and Ben Woodson, the right guard, was the 3rd one that got in there. They lost 13 yards, 2nd and 23. And this time the ball is given to Tommy McDonald, the left half, going right, cuts off the left side of the Texas line, gets about 2 yards. Ronnie Gibbs, the referee, is going to spot the ball down on the Texas 48-yard line. Gained a yard. It is 3rd and 22. Pat O'Neill's in at quarter for Oklahoma. Tommy McDonald at left half. Billy Pricer in at full, and Bob Burris at right halfback. Pat O'Neill keeps the ball. He falls down and is dropped for a loss on the 48-yard line of Texas. He tried to hand the ball off to Tommy McDonald, left half, coming in behind him. But Herb Gray, the right tackle, crashed through and spilled him at the 48-yard line of Oklahoma for a loss of 4. It is 4th and 26. And now back in punt formation. Standing on his 35 is Billy Pricer for Oklahoma. Twin setup in safety for Texas, Parkinson and Womack. The snap from center, the boot has gotten away from about the 38-yard line. A beautiful high kick going down to the 15. Taken by Womack. He's hit at the 18-yard line, or 17, immediately after he caught the ball and took about 2 steps. And he was hit and dropped by Ken Northcutt in at right guard for Oklahoma, and Clark Greenlee now in at left guard. So the ball is in Texas possession, 1st and 10 on its 18-yard line. In the line are second stringers, which is a bad expression to use. But here's Brewer now. As a fumble, and Brewer gets the ball in the air and goes out of bounds at the 21. Brewer had handed the ball off to Don Maroney, the fullback, who dove into the right side of the Oklahoma line, and somebody hit the ball and knocked it up into the air, and here was Brewer trailing along and caught the ball as it was knocked back to him and went out on about the 21. Tommy McDonald and Clark Greenlee ran him out. The ball's on the 21, a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. 7-7 the score. Second period, 12 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Charlie Brewer now. On a jump pass, incomplete, intended for the right end, Meenan Schriever. His pass to the right end, who knifed across, button hooked. It was Gene Mears, the center, and Billy Pricer, who came up to help protect against it. So it is 3rd and 7 coming up for Texas on their own 21. Oklahoma is using about a four-man line. There's a handoff to Don Maroney, the fullback, right up the middle to the 24-5-yard line, with Ken Northcutt was the first man who tackled him, Oklahoma, and Gene Mears the center. Ronnie Gibbs spots the ball down on the 24, a gain of 3, so it is 4th and 3 for Texas as Oklahoma stops the Texans' bid. A timeout here. They snap from center, and Maroney gets his kick away from the 15-yard line. It's a nice high floater, giving Texas plenty of time to cover it. The ball bounces at the 40 and takes a twist back upfield, where it is down on the 43-yard line of Oklahoma by Meenan Schriever, the right end, a big 6'4", 205-pounder. So Oklahoma takes over as the ball is declared dead on the 42-yard line of the Sooners. Bill Davis in at right guard for Oklahoma in place of Kenny Northcutt. Pat O'Neill directs the Sooners with McDonald, Pricer, and Burris in behind him. The left halfback, Tommy McDonald, on a handoff straight ahead to the 45-yard line. Meenan Schriever, the right end, makes the tackle. Standing alongside Herbert Gray, or not standing, but in on the play is Herbert Gray. Standing alongside was Johnny Tatum, the right linebacker, who gives defensive signals. The ball is spotted on the 44. A gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for Oklahoma. Pat O'Neill, senior quarterback, from a tight T setup, takes to the left half, hands to the fullback, Billy Pricer, who goes straight ahead for a yard or two. Across the 45 to about the 46, the middle of the the Texas line pile him up. Kirby and Woodson, with the linebackers moving in. Ronnie Gibbs puts the ball down on just ahead of the 45. Let's call it the 45. Gain of about a yard. 3rd and 7. The Super B-17 is now more compact than ever, now weighs less than ever. It's the TB. Pitches back now to the right halfback. That's Herndon running down to about the 10-yard line. Close to it. A score 7-7. Second quarter with 10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. George Robinson made the tackle. The ball is spotted down on the 11. A gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for Oklahoma. Jim Harris at quarterback. Leak at left half. And this time the ball is given to Leak. Gets down to the 9. A straight ahead play. That's what they call a quickie on T formation. A quick opener. Straight ahead. He got to the 9 where Meenan Schriever, the right end, brought him down. The rear end of the ball is actually touching the 10. The nose of it ahead of that. A Longhorn shaken up on the play. Looks like 67. Ben Woodson. It's Ben Woodson. The ball goes down to the 5 to the 4 to about the 3-yard line. The fumble, but I believe after the whistle, I'm not certain. Ronnie Gibbs is there. I believe the fumble was after the whistle. The play was stopped by Kirby Miller, the left guard. The ball is spotted on the 4 and a first down for Oklahoma.
And it's first down.
Harold Keith, publicity director of Oklahoma, just came in to tell us of the number change on Bell, which we'd already picked up for you. The boy that caught that 40-yard pass play. All right, first down for Oklahoma on the 4, and the handoff to the right half. Herndon goes down to about the 2 or the 1, right close to the goal line. On a quickie, a handoff from the quarterback to the right half, straight ahead, piled up by the left side of the Texas line, with Don Maroney, the linebacker, the fullback, hitting in there to help stop the play. The ball is spotted on about the 2-yard line. About a yard and a half, actually. Second down, score 7-7. Second quarter, 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Leak, Tubbs, and Herndon in behind Harris. Jimmy with the ball, gives it, keeps the ball, and he's over for the touchdown. Jimmy Harris shuttled to his right, fake to Bob Herndon to the right half, skipped the ball, spun around completely, and spun right into the line and over. As he went over the left side of the Texas line, or either over Lansford or Miller, making it 13-7 in favor of Oklahoma. And the Sooners have fought back from 7-0 to a 13-7 lead, going 57 yards in 7 plays to try for the point. Harris holding, and Leak will try the point. The Longhorns set to rush. The snap from center, the spot, here's the boot, and it is good. The score, Oklahoma 14, Texas 7, second period, 8.5 minutes to go. Here's Kurt.
Then Oklahoma just has driven 57 yards with Harris picking up the big gains, a 6-yard butt to the 4-yard line and driving over. The boy has tremendous speed and can really turn upfield. Oklahoma kicking off, and here's Mel.
Kurt Burris boots it, gets a line drive type boot off to the 9-yard line, taken by George Robinson up to the 15, the 20, 25, the 30, the 35, and down on the 38-yard line approximately. Tackled by Calvin Woodworth, who went in to replace Don Brown at left tackle. Brown was hurt early and hadn't been back. And Texas on a fine run back by George Robinson of the kickoff by Kurt Burris moved the ball to the Texas 39-yard line. And now we'll watch the Steers as they try to move offensively. Oklahoma leading 14-7. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Charlie Brewer in at quarterback. Matite T fakes the ball, waits for a pass. He throws a long one downfield, and it is overthrown at the 28-yard line of Oklahoma, intended for Alan Ernst, the right end, with Pat O'Neill and Buddy Leak going deep down. Or rather, Jim Harris and Buddy Leak going deep down, but the marker on the play. A roughness penalty against Oklahoma, nullifying the previous play, costing Oklahoma dearly as the ball is spotted down on the Oklahoma 46-yard line. Up on the 46. It is 1st and 10 for Texas. Against almost a 7-man line, Brewer on a handoff, a quickie to Joe Youngblood, the left half straight ahead for 2-3 yards. Stopped by Kurt Burris and Cecil Morris. Morris, the middle guard. Burris plays the middle linebacker. The ball is put down on the 44-yard line of Oklahoma. A gain of 2, 2nd and 8. And this time, Brewer throws a pass, a jump pass for short yardage to the 41 to Meenan Schriever, the right end, on a button hook. The quarterback just raised straight up, jumped, and threw to the right end, who charged across and button hook. The ball's on the 41. A gain of 3. It's 3rd and 5. The tackle made by Cal Woodworth. Against a 5-4-2 defense, a quarterback sneak by Brewer as he moves across for 2 or 3 yards. He got to about the 37 or 8. He's short of the first down. Bollinger and Gray, Edmund Gray, and Bo Bollinger made the tackle. So Cecil Morris, the middle guard, helped out on the play. The ball is on the 38-yard line. Gain 3. It is 4th and 2. In this same spot, or similar to it, Oklahoma gambled, and it paid off for them. Now let's see what Texas does. 4th and 2 on the Oklahoma 38. But the quarterback is underneath Brewer. Hands off to the left half, and he stopped. He stopped. It was Joe Youngblood who tried to knife off the right side of the Oklahoma line, but All-American candidate Max Boydston hit him head on and dropped him at about the line of scrimmage, and Oklahoma takes over. So on a fake punt formation, which was indicated to some extent, the quarterback, Brewer, handed off to Youngblood, but he didn't make it. As Max Boydston stopped the play, a key defensive maneuver. There's a timeout on field, and time for us to tell you that Oklahoma tackles in Lansford and Gray, both of whom were considered All-American candidates before the season ever started, and they're playing a great game today. 2nd and 8 for Oklahoma on their own 40. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the second period. 14-7 in favor of the Sooners. Jimmy Harris this time gives the ball off to Buddy Leak on a naked first off the far side of his line, cuts the left end of Texas across the 45 close to midfield, where Charlie Brewer and Herb Gray make the tackle. A beautiful faking by the sophomore quarterback, Jimmy Harris. Faking to the full right half, handed it to Leak, the left half, who went wide to his right all alone with no blocking, and circled the left end of Texas to the midfield stripe for a first down Oklahoma 7. Texas has had 4 first downs. 1st and 10 for Oklahoma at midfield. Against a 7-man line, Jimmy Harris with the ball, keeps it, throws a pass, and it is completed at the 35-yard line to Max Boydston. And down he goes on the 34. Allison and Boydston crossed the two ends, and the tackle was made by Charlie Brewer. As Boydston took the pass, George Robinson helped make the play, and the way it went, the two ends crossed, with Allison going deep, the left end crossing to his right, drawing the defenders down with him, and Boydston delayed just a little and crossed over short and took the pass. He was the trailer end and moved the ball to the 34-yard line of Texas, and there's a timeout here on field, and once again, Kurt Gowdy.
This boy, Jim Harris, had never thrown a pass in collegiate competition.
The play for Texas was hurt, and Billy Quinn, the starting right halfback, has come in to replace him. On the Texas 34, Oklahoma leading 14-7. Jimmy Harris barks his signals, pitches back to Leak, goes to his right, bumps into the official, tries to get away and can't, and he's dropped on the 38-yard line by Meenan Schreiber. Leak had gone back to pass. He had Boydston downfield. He had the right halfback, Bob Herndon, downfield, but Leak, and also Carl Allison, the left end, but he bumped into the umpire, Don Looney, who was trying to get out of his way, and he couldn't go any further back, so he tried to run with it and was dropped on the 38 for a loss of 4, 2nd and 14 for Oklahoma. Against a 5-2 defense, Harris this time pitches back, and on a reverse, Herndon gives it to Leak, running wide to his right. He throws a running pass incomplete. On the play, Jimmy Harris, the quarterback, took the ball, shuttled to his left, gave the ball to Bob Herndon, the right halfback, coming around as Harris shuttled to his left a little bit, stopped, turned around, handed it off to Herndon, the right halfback, who then swung to his left and handed it to Buddy Leak on a reverse-off tee, and Leak went to his right and threw a running pass, but it was short. It was intended for Max Boydston. It is 3rd and 14 for Oklahoma on the Texas 38. Against the 7-man line umbrella in the secondary. The ball is pitched back to Herndon, the right halfback, trying to get some blocking, finds a little daylight, gets to the 35 as a marker on the play. Thrown after the whistle, but it may have been an infraction occurred before, but it was thrown after the whistle. A roughness penalty against Oklahoma. Jerry Tubbs threw a good block in there for Oklahoma to give Herndon a little running room. But the play is nullified, a 15-yard penalty against Oklahoma. Vern Person, in at right guard, made the stop for Texas.
3rd down, 24. Ball on the Zooner, 47-yard line.
3rd and 24. And now in punt formation is Buddy Leak, standing on the 35, twin safety setup for Texas. The snap from center. Here's the kick. It's a spiral going down to the 12-yard line. Billy Quinn, Joe Youngblood has it. He cuts to his left up to the 20 to the 23, where Carl Allison brings him down.
Youngblood returns to the
Joe Youngblood was helped out on the run back with one block, but he couldn't get away from Allison or Bo Bollinger. So Texas takes the ball, 1st and 10 on its 19, as they are penalized 15 yards for delay of the game.
5-yard penalty.
Substitution while the clock was running. Charlie Brewer's in at quarterback, 14-7. A 5-yard penalty. A 5-yard penalty. Brewer fades back for a pass, throws, and it is complete at the 28-yard line to Joe Youngblood. He cuts back, tries to circle defenders coming back, but he gets only the 26. The clock shows 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Bob Burns made the tackle for Oklahoma. Bob Burrs, excuse me. The ball's on the 27-yard line.
2nd down, 6.
It is 2nd and 6 now for the Longhorns as the clock is running out in the first half. 14-7 Oklahoma. Joe Youngblood, the left half, flanks out to the right. Long and Quinn are in behind Brewer. Brewer fakes to Long, fakes for a pass, throws, completes it to Schreiber, who goes to the 40 to the 42-yard line. And the clock is moving, and it's 1 minute and 45 seconds. It's a first down for Texas. Ray Littlejohn in for Oklahoma made the tackle, and the Steers are trying to move to beat the clock. First and 10 on their own 41-yard line. Charlie Brewer directing Joe Youngblood at left half, Bill Long at full, Billy Quinn at right half, with Meenan Schreiber at right end and Alan Ernst at left end. Youngblood flanks out to the right against a five-man line. There's a fake, double fake in there to the left and right halfbacks with Brewer keeping and tried to sneak up the middle, but Oklahoma would not be fooled, and Ken Northcutt made the tackle. On the play, Brewer kept the ball as he whirled around, faked to Billy Quinn, the right half, faked to Joe Youngblood, the left half. He kept the ball himself as he tried to go up the middle and only got to the 43-yard line. And this time Brewer fakes, fades, throws one which is incomplete at midfield, almost intercepted by Oklahoma. Oklahoma's Ray Littlejohn almost intercepted it. The pass was intended for Billy Quinn. That stops the clock with 46 seconds to go in the half. And just a reminder that for a television picture that'll thrill you, see Crosley's Super Beat television sets with cinema-wide screen. It's the greatest. So we have 3rd and 8 for Texas. And Billy Quinn, the right halfback, flanks out to the right, leaving Youngblood and Long in behind Brewer, who fakes now to the fullback page for a long pass. There goes Quinn downfield. It is intercepted by O'Neal at the 25 to the 30. He's got blocking to the 40 to midfield. He's picking up more blocking, and he's down on the 45-yard line of Texas. Bob Burr is throwing a beautiful block, but the official upfield says that he stepped out of bounds at the 25-yard line of Oklahoma, nullifying most of the gain after the pass interception. The clock is stopped with 33 seconds to go as he stepped out of bounds at that point. It nullified the big gain on a beautiful return of that pass interception by Pat O'Neal on its own 25, and on a quarterback sneak, Pat O'Neal goes straight ahead to about the 29. The clock is moving, 25 seconds left in the half. Oklahoma leading Texas 14-7. Oklahoma has its second team in: O'Neal, McDonald, Littlejohn, and Burris in the backfield. Over, Woodworth, Greenlee, Mears, Northcutt, Emerson, and Bell in the line. 9 seconds, and again on a quarterback keep, O'Neal goes for 2 or 3 yards, but now there are 2 seconds, 1 second, and the first half comes to an end with the score: Oklahoma 14, Texas 7. And just like we promised you, this is where Kurt and I are going to give you